What's up guys, it's Punchy, and earlier last week I took a look at the worst design mantra in Deepwoken history, which I think was Flame Denial. To be honest, I still shared the same opinion, but I originally said that Flame of Denial encouraged running in combat and was not really worth the cost of activation because it just sucks. In my video, I purposely left something out called Denial Repulse, which is an additional talent for Flame of Denial. I was like, is it rare? Am I just not getting it? But turns out this talent was unobtainable for months, maybe even like half the game's lifespan, but luckily the devs listened and now it's available to pick up. Denial Repulse is an expensive rare talent that requires 40 Flame Charm and 40 Willpower. For some reason, this card has no requirements at a campfire, but to be fair, it was bugged for months, so yeah, it's 40 Flame Charm, 40 Willpower. Anyway, what Denial Repulse does is interesting and very unique. Once your Flame of Denial eventually pops, or you hit 0 HP, Denial Repulse will release a fiery explosion that deals some damage. Right off the bat, it's worth mentioning that this mantra has a delay with its explosion, and it's not instant. If somebody walks away during the repulse, they won't take any damage since the range is horrible. Unfortunately, the explosion has less range than any sword M1, and it's kind of disappointing. Regardless of what you do, this explosion is very easy to dodge and it's blockable. Now, what's even worse about this talent is the non-existent damage, and I'm dealing the same exact damage with this repulse no matter how much damage is used to knock me. If I get knocked by 1 damage or 100 damage, the repulse does the same amount. Damage dealt is very small and has absolutely zero scaling. The only increase of damage that I noticed was through the Flame Charm stat, which only dealt a little bit more if you had higher Flame Charm. This talent completely ignores the level of your mantra, so it does not matter if your Flame of Denial is level 5 or if it's level 1, and it's a shame. It only scales off of Flame Charm, and very poorly. Flame of Denial still has the same problems I mentioned before because you're forced to run. It's not fun for anybody to use, it's easy to outplay, and you take more damage just using it. For me at least, I rarely get use out of the basic Flame of Denial in Deepwoken PvP, but I thought it would be cool to mention this because you probably have never seen anybody use this. Unfortunately, the only way to modify Flame of Denial is through this terrible talent, Denial Repulse, and the talent is expensive, being 40 Flame Charm and 40 Willpower, so it seemingly costs so much for no reason. Hopefully in the future they'll lower the cost requirements and increase the scaling of this mantra, because right now this might be one of the worst talents and mantras in Deepwoken PvP. Anyway, those are my thoughts about this talent mantra combo, but it is fun for certain builds. As always, have a good one, and it's punchin' time.